So now we will see flex responsive in CSS. So guys, basically we are going to check the example of a responsive design over here with the help of the CSS flexbox model, and we are going to use the flex direction in this case. So guys, inside the flexbox model, we are going to update the flex direction to column when the screen size reduces to 400 pixels or below. So guys, by default we are going to keep the flex direction of the flexbox as row over here for the desktop computers, and then when the screen size reduces to, let's say, the size of the tablet or the smartphone over here, which can be below 400 pixels, we are going to change the flex direction to column. So guys, let us move to the VS Code over here, and let me just remove the previous lines of code that we had written in the HTML and the CSS files over here. Now guys, simply we are going to have the div tag with the class container over here, and then apart from this we are going to have two div tags inside this class container. The first div tag is having the content that is 1 over here, and the second div tag is having the content that is 2. We are also going to have the ID that is 1 and 2 for both these div tags over here. So guys, this is the content that is div 1 and div 2, which are having the IDs 1 and 2 over here inside the class container. Now guys, we are going to make this div tag that is having the class container as the flex container over here, which is one of the first important step as far as the flexbox model is concerned. So simply we are going to copy this class name over here, and inside the style.css file for this container class, we are going to make the display it is equal to flex in this case, and let us have the background color as yellow color over here. So guys, simply we have the yellow color as the background color in this case. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page on the browser. So as you can see, we have the content that is 1 and 2 over here. Now guys, let us provide certain CSS properties for this flex items as well. So simply we will be using the dot container class over here, and then inside this we are going to provide the div tags in this case. Now guys, let us provide the padding as 20 pixels for both these div tags over here, and then apart from this we are also going to provide the background color as black color. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page. As you can see, we have the div tags that are getting displayed over here, but we cannot see the content. That's because the color of the text is black color and the background color is also black. So let me just set the color to white in this case, which is the text color. So as you can see, we are getting 1 and 2 over here. Now guys, let us provide the CSS property that is flex in such a way that both these flex items takes the entire width of this flex container over here. So what we can do is simply we can provide the flex value, it is equal to 1 in this case. So both the div tags are having flex equal to 1. So the entire remaining space will be taken by both the div tags. So let me just reload this page. As you can see, we have 1 and 2 over here. Let us change the background color of this first element, that is the first div tag, to some other color over here so that we can identify both the div tags separately. So what we can do is simply we will use the ID of this div tag that is 1 over here, and we will use the hash character in this case, and then we will be using the background color, and we will provide the value as blue over here for the background color CSS property. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page. So as you can see, we have the blue color as the background color for the first div tag and the black color as the second div tag over here. Now guys, if you notice, both the div tags are getting displayed in the horizontal direction, that is by default the flex direction is row in this case. So let us open the console over here so that we can increase or decrease the width of the screen. So as you can see, the width is getting displayed over here on the top right hand side when we decrease and increase the width over here. So guys, basically this is width multiplied by height in pixels that is getting displayed in this case. Now guys, what we will do is we want the 400 pixels to be the threshold value, and below this 400 pixels we want this second element to be displayed below this first element, so that on smartphone or the tablet devices the HTML elements are displayed in the vertical direction over here. So guys, what we have to do is we can use the media query over here. By default the flex container is having the flex direction as row direction, but when the width of the screen is reduced to 400 pixels or below, we want the flex direction to be the column direction over here. So simply we are going to use the media query in this case. So we use @character followed by media screen over here, and then apart from this we have the end keyword, and then we provide the max width CSS property inside the parenthesis. Now guys, the max width CSS property should have the value of 400 pixels because that is the threshold value that we are looking for, and then when the width is below 400 pixels we want want this flex container to have the flex direction as column direction over here. So simply we are going to use this class name, that is container in this case, and then we will simply change the flex direction to column over here. So guys, this is the way that we can change the flex direction from row to column based on the max width of the screen device. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. Notice that previously we were not getting this second item below the first item over here when we increased or decreased the width of the screen. Now guys, when we decrease the width of the screen now after reloading the page, currently it is 404 pixels. When we reduce it to below 400 pixels, as you can see, the second element is now getting displayed below the first element over here, and in this way you can easily create the responsive design for your web page based on your project requirements. Now guys, when we increase the width of the screen to more than 400 pixels, again the flex direction is now set to row direction and the HTML elements are now getting displayed from left to right. And then when we reduce the screen width, now the second element is going below the first element over here. So guys, in this way you can easily create the responsive web design based on the Flexbox model and also the media queries that you can use based on the different screen devices. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is creating navigation bar using Flexbox in CSS. So stay tuned.